Good evening and welcome to another episode of Flip the Stage. I'm your host, Rich Neeson, and as always, we begin by thanking those who make this show possible. The Lasdon Foundation, Jeff Lasdon and Jeanette Lasdon, and Lagond Music, Charlie Lagond and Roseanne Lana. We also like to thank folks like myself who've been out of work throughout this pandemic through no fault of their own. The roadies, the musicians, the technicians, all of whom are struggling to survive and get through. Even though things are starting to come back, it's still going to take a lot of time. We hear a great deal about musical collaboration. Sting has been quoted as saying, "Music, in every form, is a collaborative process, but never more so than in a band, where you have to consider others as much as you do yourself." Lead singers, songwriters, guitarists of all sorts frequently play with friends and colleagues in different forms than their regular band. But there's something that all of these musical collaborations have in common, and that is honesty. It comes from a place within that is pure, where commerce isn't the goal. A record may happen or may not happen, but that's not the reason that it's happening. San Francisco, 1967, all the key bands from that era, the Grateful Dead, the Jefferson Airplane, Big Brother, they knew each other, they supported each other, they appeared together on stage and on record. It was the beginning of mainstream pop music collaborations, and it serves as the roots of a family tree that blossoms today. British invasion groups led American kids to listen to the blues. Muddy Waters, Robert Johnson, Howlin' Wolf, Willie Dixon, and folk groups out of the 40s and 50s introduced American audiences to music from all over the world that had its roots in India, in Africa, and in the Caribbean and South America. In the late 50s, early 60s, Olatunji's Drums of Passion introduced American audiences to African rhythms. Reggae music arrived on American shores in the mid-60s at the same time as names like Chief Ebenezer Obey and King Sunny Ade were becoming popular. Music was coming from all over the world, and people were listening. A musical collective is defined as a group of musicians in which creative control is shared and membership is flexible. Jimi Hendrix, for example, when he played at Woodstock, introduced his then new band, the First Rays of the New Rising Sun, which was supposed to have been a musical collective. It was supposed to be people coming and going and bringing in what they had. Bob Dylan's legendary 1975 tour, the Rolling Thunder Revue, of which I was fortunately a part, also had that same idea in mind. Joni Mitchell came to visit the show early on in the tour and never left. She stayed for the whole thing. That's the idea behind a musical collective. People coming and going and keeping the music fresh and the ideas flowing at all times. In current terms, there are groups like Snarky Puppy, which boast as many as 20 members, not all of whom appear with the band all of the time. This idea of a musical collective is gaining in popularity for a whole host of reasons, not the least of which is that it offers its members the freedom to make music with whomever, whenever, and wherever they choose. Of course, as I said earlier, it also keeps things fresh for everybody involved. Tonight's guest, the Brighton Beat, is a collective. Their members, well, there are 7 of them on stage tonight, sometimes as many as 15 in the band. It always stays fresh for them. No two shows are alike, which makes them perfect for Flip the Stage. So please join me in giving a round of applause and welcoming the Brighton Beat.
and I say every day, the sight device where I bring my fight. It's my greatest tool and my greatest sight. That's my great escape in this world of hype. And I promise someday I'ma make things right. Still I let myself to be consumed. Take the faith with the path I choose. But the sound so sweet when it fills the room. And it feels so complete when I'm on the move. But I'll come back for you. Cause you worked every word that fills these verses. So immersed within these words, it's my way to keep you with me. When I feel lost inside the city, or when I find that I cannot sleep, stuck in the scenes of our memories. Your silhouette is still all that I see. And I find the vice of where I bring my fight on. All my time to go. And I say all that I know when I feel that music hit me. Oh, lose all control and the body sets in motion. But I feel the rhythm, babe. I know it's time to go.
All right, Sammy Wags here from behind the drums. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It means the absolute world. Needless to say, we have missed playing with each other a whole ton this whole year, and this has just been an incredible experience to get some of the band, some of the family back together. I say family because we really are a family. We spend so much time together, whether it's creating music, performing music, spending time on the road, just eating meals, cooking together, just really sharing in life's enriching experiences. We hope that that joy and those experiences come through in the music and come through to those watching at home. Hope to see you guys again in person someday as well, and really appreciate you tuning in and hope that you're having a lot of fun, because I know we are.
Holy moly, was that something? What a show, what a band. The Brighton Beat. Give them a virtual round of applause for that. And while you're at it, of course, give yourselves one too, because without you, the audience, there is no live music. That's our show. For me and everybody here, thank you for watching. Join us next time, April 24th at 7 p.m., when our special guest will be the band Lost Soul Found. And in addition, we'll be honoring the former owner of Pete's Saloon in Elmsford, New York, Pete Reetskin. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Flip the Stage.